My next question is to Sanjeev. Sanjeev, you have dozens of product. Uh, each product is catering to different use case in the ecosystem. How was the situation pre-SAS era or I would say, cloud era for you? How many products could you develop in that time, and how many are out in the market after the cloud competition kicked in and the cost got low? What are the numbers?
Let me come back to part of the question that was answered by Ugam. And that was an excellent answer. I liked it. Basically, the cloud came in because you could use that cloud technology from anywhere, anytime. That was the concept. So I was giving an example that in the 1995-96 era, when we began the company, we started working on mobile computing solutions. Those were the handheld terminal days, not the mobile, because mobiles were not there yet. You could go to the field using that handheld terminal, you collect the data in the field, good, excellent. You have to come back to office, connect that through a cable to a computer and upload the data. That's precisely what Ugam was saying. So you always have to, even if you're working in the field, you have to come back to office every day, connect that data, upload that data. That is something which is now taken away. Now you have got very powerful mobiles and you have a cloud. Yeah. So the cloud enables you to download and upload data from anywhere, anytime, using the internet connectivity and then the cloud. So this was one thing that we looked at as the cloud. The second advantage that we have is that, you look at experts. Now, cloud is something, let's say, let's take the reference of Ugam. You have people and you can create a data center within your company, but which means you have to have a different level of expertise. You will need to have skilled people who can create and manage that entire infrastructure. With cloud, I can depend on somebody else who will go and create that cloud, who will go and maintain the cloud, upgrade that as and when I want it. Like you were mentioning, it's going to be very easy for me to upgrade it. Whereas in the olden data, if you have to upgrade the RAM of a server, you know how much time it used to take. And especially if you're a large corporate company, by the time you raise an intent and get the order, you know. So today it becomes a 1 hour job. These are the advantages that were very well. So what happens is then you go and look for the best cloud that you want, look for the best team which is going to maintain it. And then you have your entire infrastructure ready. You focus on to your delivery. Like we will try delivering the solution in terms of supply chain information that we are supposed to be experts at, and not waste our expertise or technology or manpower into maintaining the cloud infrastructure. That is something that somebody else can do. That is their domain.
All right.
So we can focus. That is another thing that even I think Ugam was also mentioning it correctly. Let us focus on our expertise, our core domain, and somebody else will focus on the domain that he's. Like for example, Piyush is an expert on cloud. He can maintain the cloud, he can upgrade the cloud, he can optimize and suggest us and design the architecture for us. And we focus on our area. That's the whole thing is about. So in the pre-cloud era, even today we have got some solutions which are on the desktop and laptop. Not everything is going to go into cloud, but that is something we can discuss later. So there we used to develop the solutions for the desktops and laptops, and then the baby networks. And there used to be a time when we had ARPANET and then we got into Ethernet, and everybody understands all that technology which is now coming in. So those were the days when you had a network and you deploy it onto the network. Now I don't have to worry about anything else. I just go to the cloud, I deploy my solution, and I allow my customers to use it wherever they are. That's a distinct advantage of the cloud, definitely.
Excellent. So, but you still did not give me the numbers.
Which numbers?
How many products you had pre-cloud and how many products you had?
My flagship product called SAPL was originally developed maybe 15 years back, and that time it was not cloud-based. Right. Which eventually was evolved into a cloud-based solution. And as Piyush would certify that, those days we didn't have any cloud. There was only one company called NetMagic which used to offer us a cloud solution, which was the only Indian company we knew that time. And we deployed, eventually converted that to cloud, deployed the solution onto the cloud, and then we started taking our solutions into the cloud. And one of the things that we found later is also that people are confusing between a cloud-based solution and the browser using solution. These two are totally different things. So anybody who had an old solution can convert and deploy that into cloud. He doesn't have to have a browser. So we could convert some of our old clients, our solutions into cloud. Then the new solution of Xylem was deployed into the cloud with a browser interface. And these are the learning stages that we went through. Now what happens is we now have got multiple cloud offerings and we can go and select either Amazon or Azure. You see, it is like this. You have to go and select the best because your customer wants to enjoy the best. And then in the cloud, you go and select the best, you go and select the best in the service. When you go and want to take an IP of your product, you go and select the best, like Photon Legal, you know that. So you can go and you have a choice now, and you can go and select the best service provider and best cloud provider, and these two could be different things.
Right.
That's the advantage.
Got it.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Sanjeevji, for taking that specific perspective. I mean, you mentioned a really nice point.